It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood for another section final. Welcome to Melby Hall at Augsburg University. In Minneapolis, where NSPN presents live coverage of the Section 5 2A girls basketball final between the defending 2A state champion Providence Academy Lions and the Holy Family Catholic Fire. I'm Mike Eden, joined by Latoya Turk. Latoya, you and I have called a lot of section finals over the years. It's always a special evening when you have a state tournament spot on the line.
Absolutely. You know, we're punching tickets tonight, and so there's several games that are
for the Fire, number 23, Berkeley Neibauer.
This seems to be one of the hottest spaces to be in tonight.
So, as the lineups are being introduced, based on the numbers, we expect this to be a coronation for Providence Academy, and that's because they have put together an amazing season. You have Madden Greenway, the freshman, who leads the state in assists, second in scoring, became the third player ever to score 60 in a game earlier this season. The freshman has risen to become one of the top players in the country.
Absolutely. It's been a joy to watch her develop over these last couple of years. And
For the Lions, number 30, Madden Greenway.
Looking at this roster, they have a very young team. All of the rules are returned.
For the Fire, number 33, Sophia Hall.
So we'll get to see this repetitively.
And for the Lions, number 41, Grace Counts.
And for Holy Family Catholic, they are the
The
underdogs,
Fire are coached by Brandon Ansel. Your Lions are
but
coached
they do
by
have a couple of
Hunter
Division
Betts.
I recruits on their roster in Jocelyn Land and Sophie Hall. However, Holy Family, they're going to need a few more things to go their way if they want to avoid the beatdown they had in the first meeting. Providence Academy ran away with it. That was one of Madden Greenway's 40-point games.
And, you know, one thing that we've seen with this Providence team is that they come to the floor with a very high basketball IQ, and so in order to even rattle them, you've got to be solid. And so in order for Holy Family to even make a dent into what Providence Academy, what they've been doing every single night, they're going to have to be spot on.
We will get names and numbers as we make our way through. Providence wearing the navy, Holy Family Catholic wearing the white. These two met a year ago. Providence Academy won convincingly. They hope to do so again, as they are the heavy favorite to win the Class 2A state championship. We are underway. Greenway launches a three, doesn't waste any time. Madden Greenway, get this, Latoya, 10 assists or more in each of the last 3 games.
And she's leading the state in assists as well. You know, she's going to make you put some respect on her name.
Jocelyn Land is another one who can make you put some respect on her name. Land and Hall have been the focal point for Holy Family Catholic earlier this year, or this season, I should say. Foul on Madden Greenway.
Fouls on the Lions, number 30, Madden Greenway. That's her first.
And even though Holy Family
Lions
Catholic,
first.
their record is under 500, they did pick up a signature win over Crosby Ironton back in February. Crosby Ironton playing for the 7-2A championship this evening.
You can see right away they're taking it right to the player who Madden's playing defense on.
That was Elin Miller. Providence not wasting any time. Hope Counts gets the friendly bounce. Just underway in this first half.
Providence doing a great job of switching on those picks up top there, not getting lost on their defender.
Jocelyn Land scores on the cut to get Holy Family Catholic on the board. Honecker, touch three, bullseye.
That first shot, she was just warming up. You see Providence goes right away into a full court press.
They have the speed to do it. Of course, Providence picking up several signature wins this year. We'll talk about that as the game moves along. This is Sophie Hall, who drives and draws a foul. Sophie Hall this season averaging 15.9 points per game, 5.8 rebounds, has a few 20-point games to her credit.
Sophia Hall at the line for 2.
Those are good numbers.
Good numbers indeed. And she knocks down the front end of a 1-and-1.
You know, when you get to the section finals, that's something that you're going to have to do is make sure you knock down your free throws.
You would have liked the showcase that Elise Crapoli put on then at Hill Murray last night. She was money at the free throw line as Hill Murray defeated Totino Grace. But you've said this a lot, Latoya, over the years. You never know when they'll matter.
Absolutely.
5-3 our score, 16:02 left in the first half. Hope Counts kicks out to her big sister, Grace Counts, who drills the corner three.
You know, one thing that we're seeing from Providence, they're not afraid to let that three ride, and they also do a great job of ball movement.
Carrying call on Holy Family Catholic. Grace Counts, as you may know, attending Minnesota Duluth next year. UMD starting their Division II tournament run this weekend. Winners of the NSIC Conference Tournament.
Congratulations.
Madden Greenway threads it inside. Hope Counts with the kick out. That's Emma Millerburn, the 8th grader. She bounces it over to Hope Counts following the offensive rebound. Honecker left alone. That's a dangerous proposition. Dead ball rebound to Holy Family Catholic.
You know, they're doing just such a great job on passing the ball and relocating that it's just a matter of time before those shots start to hit. But it also shows how well they've worked on that offensive set. That looked like butter.
Well, Providence, they've only lost twice this season. Madden Greenway, long on the 3. Long Karam, though, will bounce over to Holy Family Catholic. The 2 losses came against Bishop Garrigan, who last week won the Class 1A state championship in girls basketball in Iowa, and the first meeting with Becker. Outside of that, all W's, and they haven't had to sweat a whole lot.
Yeah.
Providence Academy won the first meeting between these two, 88-59, back on Valentine's Day, as Sophie Hall unable to connect on the fadeaway. Tie up. Holy Family Catholic with the arrow.
Yeah, that was great underneath that basket there. How did she even get in position to get her hands on that? But some way she did.
This is one of 21 section finals taking place tonight. We will set the entire field, and seedings will be announced tomorrow. Land under heavy traffic. Grace Counts playing stingy defense there. Greenway spots an open Millerburn for a fast break layup.
And the confidence that was showed to actually thread the needle and get the ball to the middle and then reverse it and swing it back out for that easy bucket.
Full court press results in a steal, but Hope Counts got a case of happy feet there. Just jumped a little bit.
I think sometimes when we get to this point, the refs, some of those calls, there were a couple happy feet there that I think we missed.
And Latoya, you've been in this situation in postseason play, single elimination. Sometimes you get a little excited, a little jumpy because you know it's at stake.
Absolutely. This is life. And you expect it as a coach those first couple of minutes. You're just letting the ladies settle down a little bit.
14-18 left in the first half. This is Tess, or I should say Grace Anseth. Holy Family Catholic struggling to connect.
They did a
on
great
their
job.
shots.
Yeah, that was a great job, though, in executing that set.
Milliburn's 3 off the mark, dead ball rebound to the Fire. Holy Family Catholic located in Victoria. Brandon Antle in his 3rd season. The son of Scott Antle, who he had to coach against this year at Delano. Delano and Holy Family Catholic, conference rivals in the Wright County. Could you imagine that, Latoya, going up against your daughter or your mother?
Well, daughter-mother combo. I guess not officially, but we play a lot of pickup ball in our house.
Well, in the case of Brandon Antle, he had to coach against his father.
Wow.
That's what I was getting at.
One day.
All right. That's a 10-second call. Holy Family Catholic a little too lax there, bringing the ball up.
You know, Emma's doing a great job of putting pressure on the ball handler in the backcourt as well. So take a little pressure off of Madden. She picked up that early foul, and so Emma's picking up the slack there defensively.
She's looking for the assist here. Honecker missing the three. That's what makes this Providence Academy team so lethal, though. Madden Greenway got a lot of attention. And we have a timeout.
For the Fire.
Holy Family Catholic.
30 seconds.
We'll talk a little more about Providence and their team dynamic in a moment. We're back in 30 seconds. Providence Academy with a 10-3 lead, and one reason they have been so successful, they are a multifaceted lineup. I was talking with Pat Barrett, one of our fellow announcers at NSPN. Madden Greenway in particular, with the season she's had, 31.5 points per game, 7.6 assists per game. She and this Providence Academy team could embody a similar role that Hopkins has brought for all those years as they bring the full court press again. That leads to a steal for Milliburn. Grace finds an open Milliburn down low, too strong.
A way to be patient on that. But, when you were talking about Madden and what she brings to the team, she's a certified true athlete. And when you have one of those on your roster, it can actually develop the other girls on the team as well.
She tried to bounce it over to Grace Counts. Pass broken up, picked off by Holy Family Catholic.
And so you can see over the years the level of athleticism has just increased with this Providence team. And also these girls get a chance to play multiple sports together.
Right now, Holy Family Catholic trying to get something going, and a three-point play chance from Jocelyn Land could help.
Jocelyn, she's going to have to up big tonight, which we've seen Holy Family put the ball in her hand several times. She take it to the rack. So let's see if she can complete this three-point play today.
Jocelyn Land with a few double-doubles. She's averaging 24.3 points per game, 9.4 rebounds.
And a little bit more than a few. I think she's had 10 double-doubles. She connects there on that three-point play.
You did your homework.
Had a good study partner.
Dead ball, Providence Academy, 12:39 left in the first half. The winner will play next Wednesday in the quarterfinals in Class 2A. Hope Counts gets the offensive rebound. Grace Counts trying to rip the ball out, can't do it. Now it's Holy Family Catholic who draws the foul as Ela Miller collected the rock.
There's only so many times you can get away with that underneath the basket.
Number 24, Hope Counts. That's her first.
Again, seedings will be announced tomorrow.
Peterson and Miller.
In 2A, they split between Williams Arena and Maturi Pavilion, so I can't say which side the winner would play yet. It all depends on seeding. But they will play next Wednesday evening. That much we can tell you. And, of course, NSPN will have live coverage of every quarterfinal match in the state tournament. 3 off the mark for Sophie Hall. Offensive rebound, Jocelyn Land getting active early. Land with a quick 7.
And, so we just saw Peterson sub in. Peterson and Senior Miller sub in for Providence. And you saw Madden right away and Peterson trying to connect. That's going to be an awesome duo to watch over these next couple of years.
Grace Counts. Can't get the putback. 10-8. Here's a chance for Holy Family Catholic to tie or take the lead. Hope Counts has other ideas.
Look at Counts flexing a little between the legs there.
Well, Hope more athletic than her frame might suggest. We've seen several examples of that this season. The youngest of the Count sisters. And we've got a pileup in the low post.
You know, Providence does this probably
Fouls on the Fires, number
the best that
25,
I've seen a
Eden
lot of
Miller
teams
for
do is that
first.
skip pass
Fires
across the zone on
first.
the top there. Not many girls can get that ball to go from one wing spot to another, and they do it consistently.
Greenway steps into the three, and she is still scoreless.
That's going to be short term. Here we go.
You called it.
I feel like there's something about her that doesn't like missing.
And she's so quick. We've seen many instances as Lan unable to score in the take. Madden has that combination of speed, grip.
Change of direction.
Even though that drive didn't work, it's only a matter of time before she warms up. And that could spell trouble if Holy Family Catholic can hang with Providence here. Pass broken up in the high post. Madden Greenway's got a step on everybody. Goodbye.
Steal, basket, Greenway.
Greenway with many scoop and score plays throughout the season. She makes it a 14-8 game. We'll be back in 30 seconds. .32 left in the first half. A reminder that NSPM will have full coverage of the state basketball tournament, boys and girls, with quarterfinals, consolation, and bronze medal games. Every game can be seen live on NSPN, and if you're watching this right now, you already have your ticket. So if you can't make it down to Williams or Maturi Pavilion over the next few days, give us a visit. And of course, KSTC 45 will have coverage of the semis and championship rounds. This is the 5-2-8 championship. High-low intercepted by Grace Counts. Madden Greenway turns on the Jets. Can't drain the reverse. Kira Miller trail came up short. Got her own rebound. Eventually, Madden Greenway connects on the baseline jumper.
You know, and I'm going to applaud Grace from Holy Family. She's only a freshman out there. She's going to get some heavy hitters in that guard position. And even though that they forced that turnover for her, she still got back on defense and tried to contest those shots. The smallest person on the floor.
There's Grace Anseth. Sophia Zay out to land. Right now the difference as Anseth fires the three and is short. The difference in this game, Latoya, Jocelyn Land has 7 of Holy Family Catholic's 8 points. On the Providence Academy side, all 5 starters have scored.
Yeah, and they have the ability to do that. They all are confident in their scoring. Madden is confident in getting every single player on the floor of the ball for the opportunity to score.
Kira Miller on the take. She comes up short. Miller, a senior, missed 2 full years due to injuries. Grace Anseth on the drive, too strong.
I love that grit, though.
Madden Greenway tried to get going in stride. Instead, she'll hook up with Brooke Honecker. Grace Counts. Latoya, this is a little unusual. Providence Academy struggling to finish down low right now.
Yeah, maybe you come into this game, you do your scouting report, you try some new strategies. They're definitely putting up a lot more outside shots, and now we see Madden pick up her second. And so I guess there's got to be some decisions made if we keep her on the floor. I think she's saying I'm good.
Lions 5th.
Madden is one of the most cunning players out there, regardless of class.
Isn't she?
She'll know how to take care of herself in foul trouble, but Providence Academy, they're the heavy favorite. They have lapped the field in 2A all season long, and you wonder sometimes if that doesn't get in your head, and not to suggest they're being precocious about it, but When you
Yep.
have that target on your back, Hopkins has gone through that a lot.
Yep.
It sometimes wears on you. We have free throws for Holy Family Catholic.
Yep, it does wear on you. And then also when you have those runaway wins on a consistent basis, sometimes you get out of sync of actually having to battle. And like you say, every single night, every team that you play, whether they are a 9th seed or a number 2 seed next to you, they're coming for you. They want to be the team that beats you.
Jocelyn Land missing the front end. 8:39 left in the first half. Land gets the back end. She's got 8, but Holy Family Catholic, you have to think others need to get involved if they want to play the upset card. A steal could help as
And this
Berkeley
is a foul.
Neibauer,
Like, she still went for it. Yeah, I was going to say.
Madden
this is
Greenway went for the stop with 2 fouls.
This is a foul she doesn't want, and she just stuck her hand in there right at the end and got that deflection. So,
Well,
very-
we said she is a smart, cunning, and not afraid to take chances either.
yep, great body mechanics.
Land with the skip. 3 on the way from Sophie Hall. Bounces off the back iron. Rebound put back for Elin Miller.
Rebound basket, Miller.
And there's Kira Miller with the driving kick. Miller burned out to Kira. Step back 3. Madden Greenway with the rebound.
And, you know, with having Kira Miller in the game right now, it takes Madden off of being the point guard and frees her up to actually get some shots off. And so we'll see if they use that strategy with having Miller in the game.
Holy Family Catholic misfired on the passing route, and that's going to lead to a Hope Counts second chance bucket. 18-11, Holy Family lost sight of where the ball was on that last possession.
You know, and Counts is not letting Sophie get anything on, and just as I say it, she's
Jocelyn Land, 2.
Jocelyn Land refuses to go away quietly. She's got 10, and it's a 5-point game, 18-13. Deep 3 for Madden Greenway, and she still has yet to hit a 3-pointer. She's got 6, but she has struggled to get there in terms of her field goal percentage.
You know, it just seems like all of their legs are a little flat. You know, I'm watching a little bit of the body language, and I wonder if Madden's a little under the weather today.
She didn't look that way when I caught up with the team earlier this evening.
Okay.
Turnaround. That's a tough shot. Rebound goes to Land, tries the high bank. It didn't work out.
And she's got a runner.
Miller burned on the other end. Another fast break two.
You know, Providence Academy will get up and down the floor quickly, and so if you don't transition defense, you're going to get burned.
Bodies on the floor. Sophie Hall can't finish the runner. And Greenway, a little side fade. Still unable to hit from three-point range, but Providence
Hope Counts,
inflicting a lot of damage down low. Hope Counts with another putback, and Holy Family Catholic is going to burn another timeout.
timeout for the Fire.
Providence does a great job of passing. They have immaculate passing skills. They know exactly where where they are, and they just do an amazing job of getting the ball to the open player.
They are looking quite sharp. We're back in 30 seconds. Hope Counts with 6 points on a pair of putbacks. Her interests include the outdoors and why aren't you following my Instagram? Those are her words, not mine. Actually, the Providence Academy team, if you followed their social media channels, particularly Instagram, I was told the athletes run it, and they are not afraid to have fun with themselves and each other.
You know, that's the age of that are very engaged in social media and the digital process, and that's what allows them to stay connected and build relationships, and as long as they're doing it and being safe in a healthy environment, why not?
5:55 left in the first half. Providence Academy leads Holy Family Catholic 22-13. Here's Jocelyn Land. Hold counts. Broke it up, and that's the second time she's been called for traveling.
She's frustrated with herself, but she does a great job of pivoting, and she plays amazing post defense. And she's really owning that lane defensively right now.
Hope counts, making significant strides this year.
Yeah, you can see she's talking, she's moving, they're reacting very well to the transition.
Greenway finds Millerburn. Another offensive rebound. Providence Academy, their field goal percentage may not be the shiniest, but they could win this game simply by attrition with all these second chances they created. Sophia Zay on the tough take scores her first basket.
I can see her say a little prayer when she put that shot up afterwards.
Honaker for three. In and out. Another offensive rebound. Another putback. Grace counts this time.
You know, something about having the confidence to let a three ride when you know you have the Count sisters underneath the basket. They've done a great job of cleaning up those little bunnies for their shots that are falling short there.
Less than 5 to go in the first half, and Providence Academy up by 9. They won the first meeting by 29. That's going to be a foul. And I believe that will put Holy Family Catholic in the bonus.
Fouls on the lines, number 24, Hope Counts. That's her second, and that puts the Fire in the bonus. Jocelyn Land will be shooting.
Jocelyn Land to the line. She's got 10 points. The rest of the team has 5. Land will be attending Butler in a couple of years to play Division I basketball. There's Ari Peterson with another fast break play.
And you know, that's one thing that as soon as she comes in the game, I've noticed several times, like they're looking for her to get out on that sprint, and she's getting those easy buckets. She has amazing speed.
Ari Peterson, the 7th grader.
I like the bounce that she brings to the game.
Jocelyn Land has a bounce in her step as well, but she is hounded right now.
And you can see Providence Academy, they're doubling Land right now, and rightfully so. She's putting the points up for Holy Family.
She's the leading scorer and rebounder, and naturally the focal point of any opponent. Here's a deep three. All can't bank it in. Peterson with the rebound. Greenway to Honaker. Elbow J, short. Grace counts another rebound.
Honaker's that guard that once you pass her the ball, you're not getting it back. She's shooting.
Another foul on Grace Counts. And we're on the Providence Academy side. You can hear how they feel about it.
Fouls on the lines, number 41, Grace Counts. That's her second.
Free throws
Team's
coming
8th.
for Berkeley Neibauer.
Neibauer shooting the 1-and-1.
And we have to go with what the official said, but Grace literally just took her ball.
She took her ball, and of course we're up here, so we can't
Right.
always see what happens down there. Neibauer, averaging 6.7 points per game, gets on the board. And this is an opportunity for Holy Family Catholic to rack up some points at the line and stay within striking distance. Honaker went for the high-low. Lamb broke it up. You talked about Honaker and her tenacity. Isn't the leading scorer for Providence Academy, but she has stepped up in big games this season. She is one of those clutch playmakers.
Yeah, and you know, playing with confident players will give you the confidence. And look at her sprinting back on defense now. Well,
and let's not ignore Jocelyn Land. She got the block against Honaker on the drive, and Anseth will shoot 1-and-1 here
Lions 9.
because You can't bump into a player.
Yep, absolutely. She just lost body control. But these are these moments where Holy Family can chip away at that lead right now. I'm connecting on these free throws.
Ray Sanseth making the front end. 3:35 left in the first half. And Holy Family Catholic with a chance to stay within striking range. In the first meeting, 88-59 was the final in favor of Providence Academy. Sophie Hall at 22 points, Jocelyn Land at 15.
What did they ask for? A trainer? Oh, there's blood on the floor. There's a nosebleed.
So we're going to clean that up. Well, that gives me a chance to go over the box score from that first meeting. Madden Greenway had one of her 40-point games in that first meeting. 41 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists, 6 steals. And then later that week, she goes off for 60 in a 126-94 win over Minnehaha Academy.
That sends a message. That's a statement.
In that same game, Addie Mack had 45.
Noted.
And not surprisingly, both are single-game school records.
Oh, yeah. You know, two amazing players, right? We've had an opportunity to watch both of them over several matchups, and it's always a show.
Land with the rebound, unable to connect on the fadeaway. Kira Miller tried to hook up with Greenway. Pass broken up by Neibauer.
You know, that could definitely be a strategy for Holy Family, is that when Madden is off ball and she's not playing point guard, deny her the ball.
Greenway through the hole and in.
Greenway!
And that's another example of those body mechanics that she
yeah.
has such pristine control over. Peterson with the steal. Greenway, full head of steam. Warp speed to the bucket, she'll shoot 2. Madden Greenway.
Fouls on number 33, Sophia Hall, her first, team's second.
Attracted a lot of attention
Madden Greenway at the line for 2.
earlier this season when Providence knocked off Hopkins. 31.1 points per game, 7.6 rebounds, 7.1 I should say, 7.6 assists.
You know, sometimes I think when you play, 2A, people don't give you your flowers or your accolades, because it is a they're smaller programs, but this kid can play. And it's actually shocking that she hasn't gotten national recognition at this point.
Actually, that win over Hopkins got her a mention on ESPN for the ESPN Next series.
Yep.
2:50 left in the first half. Providence Academy up by 11. Holy Family Catholic. They made a splash last year. 3 ball, all too strong, and that's a missing element. Greenway leaks down court again.
She's wanting the ref to call that contact, and she's the one initiating it, so.
Holy Family Catholic will keep it. Madden Greenway up to 11 points. Peterson and Hope Counts will take a breather.
With Hope coming out, we're going to see what the post defense looks like on the inside. She's really been a pivotal player in keeping that post clean in there, and right away Holy Family scores on the inside.
On the backdoor play from Land. Greenway, the skip to Grace Counts, says right back at you.
Grace did a great job of sealing there on the inside.
The Greenways and the Counts, they have formed a tight bond over the years. Zay looking for help, finds a cutting Land, and that's going to be the 3rd foul on Grace Counts.
Fouls on the Lions, number 41, Grace Counts. That's her third.
I would love to see them play
Jocelyn
volleyball.
Land
I'm
at
sure
the
they
line.
are monsters at the net.
Well, Grace Counts actually played goalie on the girls soccer team
Okay.
that won bronze this fall.
Okay.
But Jocelyn Land, she's the junior.
I will perpetuate my sports onto them then.
Oh, I'm sure they'd hold their own in volleyball too, but again, you see that a lot with the smaller schools, private or public. More of them will take up additional sports outside of their primary, as Land splits one of two.
Well, having smaller enrollment numbers, it's required to keep the sport alive.
Kira Miller fouled on the take. She'll shoot two. And we talked about her story of resilience.
Fouls on the Flyers, number 21.
She
Jocelyn
counted
Land. That's
over
her first.
1,000 days
Kira
between the
Miller,
end of her
shooting
freshman
two.
season and when she was able to suit up as a senior, as injury sidelined her for 2 years. So thrilled to get back out there and is still hoping to find a place to play college basketball.
Where there are plenty of opportunities.
Well, in her family, well ingrained in the basketball community. Her father was the president of the Edina Girls Basketball Association for a time. She makes both free throws, and Providence Academy slowly inching ahead, 35-21. Miller times the pass. She's got Greenway alongside for two more.
Greenway, 2.
And Latoya, Anna Greenway up to 13 points. I noted earlier, if she gets going, that could spell trouble. Look at the margin now.
And look at how they clicked up on the trap there, and now they're out.
Another steal. Greenway sprinting down court again.
Adam Greenway.
You can't stop her. You can only hope to contain her. Land, spin move. Will shoot two more. The Providence fans wanted traveling.
And she's picked up a couple of foul calls on that same move, and so she'll just keep going to it. I mean, that's what I would do. I'd just keep going to
Two
it.
shots.
That's what the great players do, though. They recognize the situation and attack when they sense an advantage.
Yep.
We saw Kendall Barnes do that earlier this year, for example. Roseville playing Maple Grove tonight, one of the 21 section finals happening across the state. That will set the field.
That's got to be nice, have Kennedy playing, matching up for Maple Grove against her old coach with Tanisha over at Roseville.
Land missing both free throws. Holy Family Catholic, 7 of 13. Hope counts. With the skip to Honecker, she lines up a three and buries it.
Hanukkah said, what are y'all talking about? I am letting this ride.
The Lions are roaring now. Carrying call. And Peterson back out there to finish the first half. Providence Academy not afraid to embrace their youth. Madden Greenway made a splash as a seventh grader. Emma Miller-Burns suited up last year. Ari Peterson this year. Madden has a younger sister in Beckett who will probably suit up next year. Madden Greenway, oh my goodness!
Greenway, 2.
Razzle dazzle time. More pressure. Providence not backing down even though they're up by 23. And you know what, Latoya? We saw this from Hopkins in all of their championship years. No matter what the lead is, don't back away from your identity.
Yeah, we're playing.
Touch three off the inbound is there.
It's a tough way to end the half.
Providence thriving. 5 seconds left. Holy Family Catholic, do they see the clock? Good if it goes. We're at the half, but Providence Academy ends the first half on an immense surge to lead 47-21 and take a good step forward to their 5th straight state tournament appearance.
Yeah, the last 2 minutes they just opened up and pulled away.
They did indeed, but Nobody's won this yet. We still have 18 more minutes to play. We'll be back in about 10 minutes for first half stats and analysis. You're watching the Section 5 2A Girls Basketball Championship on NSBN. Providence Academy up 47-21 over Holy Family Catholic.
Star Tribune covers high school sports as passionately as you live them. Don't miss a beat on the games you love. Check out Star Tribune all day, every day for the latest prep news, scores, and so much more.
I'm Dylan.
I'm Chase.
The flexible scheduling and the fast pace.
Just 213.
Building the connections with the staff and the customers.
Have a great day now.
To be an elementary school teacher.
To become a high school chemistry teacher. Archways to Opportunity has helped me because
McDonald's is helping pay for college.
For job information,
Text APPLY to 38000 or visit mcdonalds.com/careers.
State tournament, to be able to get there, they kind of finally get it. Like, yeah, this is pretty awesome.
For me, just get over your fears. This is a great way to get over them. Just experience it. It's really awesome.
It's fantastic. It's really a great opportunity for kids to compete at a high level, to show their competitiveness, get the same trophies as the kids on the football or basketball or baseball teams can get.
We're all family. It's a lot of fun, and you'll find your place here.
Ladies and gentlemen, how about a round of applause for both bands? That's a lot of hard work. A lot of hard work they put in. Thank you, bands.
The second half, just a couple minutes away at Melby Hall, Augsburg University in Minneapolis. Mike Beaton and the Latoya Turk with you in the Section 5-2A girls basketball final. The winner moves on to the state tournament next week. Wednesday is the quarterfinal round. First half numbers. Madden Greenway, slow start, but powered her way through to finish with 17 points. Emma Millerburn with 7, Brooke Honecker with 6, Grace Counts with 7, Hope Counts with 6. For Holy Family Catholic, Jocelyn Land has 11 points. The rest of the team has 10. If Holy Family Catholic has any chance of working their way back, they've got to find a way to get others involved. Sophie Hall in particular, just one field goal. I think she would like to improve those numbers.
Yeah, and I intend to see them go to her a little more and distribute the ball a little more in the second half because, like you said, they've got to get active in order to compete with this Providence Academy roster. We talked about points scored in this first half, but one of the things that I was most impressed with for Providence Academy was the inside defense by the Count sisters. Like, they've done an amazing job of defending the paint, and we don't get to see many post players have that agility.
One piece of information we'd like to pass along, a couple actually. Roseville and Maple Grove in Section 5-4A, that final taking place. Roseville up at the half, 33-23, and earlier this week, Tessa Johnson announced as Gatorade Player of the Year for the state of Minnesota. The first time an STMA athlete has received that award. You will see Tessa next week in the Class 4A state tournament with St. Michael Albertville beating Elk River last night.
As I call her, the Tessa Johnson.
Tessa going to South Carolina, but first she has another state tournament, and you'll see it next Wednesday. Again, NSPN will have live coverage of every quarterfinal, consolation, and bronze medal game for the girls and boys state tournaments live on NSPN at Williams Arena and Maturi Pavilion.
And as Coach Milky of LSU said about the South Carolina Gamecocks, you know, there's South Carolina, and then there's everybody else.
You could say the same about Providence Academy in 2A with the resume they put together this year. That win over Hopkins was a huge shocker across the state. And since then, they have been rolling. And when you're rolling, you get friendly bounces like that.
She's like at will. She just have her way. That comes with a tremendous basketball IQ. And I'm sure she puts in a lot of hours of training and performance work.
Holy Family Catholic answers on the high-low. Elin Miller with her second field goal. But here comes Madden Greenway zipping down floor, and she'll draw the foul.
Falls on the fire, number 23.
Madden.
Berkeley Neibauer. That's her first.
Not only has she put up some insane numbers, I'll get to that in a second. Hope Counts scoring on the inbound.
2.
Madden is also classing up to the North Tartan 17U team this upcoming spring and summer.
Wow, that will bring her national attention for sure.
And Seth. Play broken up. Sophie Hall to inbound it. She and Nicole Bolin, Jocelyn Land formed quite the trio last year. Everyone's scrambling. Holy Family Catholic with the arrow as Greenway tried to get the steal, and then Millerburn went for the swipe.
Hey, listen, way to have your girls back, right? Greenway went down, and then Emma came right, and she's like, I got you.
That is the key, though, to have a successful program.
We always tell girls, like, you can't have your guards in the backcourt putting pressure on and you let your player just come up and receive an easy pass.
Land will go to the line for two after Holy Family Catholic had a few swipes at it.
Falls on the Lions,
and, you know, we just traditionally haven't seen this in the game for Holy Family to get 3 or 4 offensive rebounds on one possession. The Count sisters are usually right there cleaning it up on the boards, so a little different.
Now here's a fun fact about Jocelyn Land if you're into unusual statistical trends. Land has 10 double-doubles this season. All of them came in pairs.
It's got to feel good.
In fact, entering this game, she's got a pair of double-doubles.
So when you're hot, you're hot.
And 6 30-point games this season. Honaker not giving up on those threes. Can't get the bounce there. Grace Counts on the fadeaway. Does get the bounce following the offensive rebound. And Grace up to 9.
You know, 2 years ago, I just don't see us seeing that confidence from the Count sisters, and they've just really developed into very nice post players.
Elin Miller scoring again off the entry feed. Here's Hope Counts. Nowhere to go. Kicks back out to her big sister. Hope Counts. Pulls up from 15.
Say a little pickup ball there.
Madden Greenway showcasing her agility again. But when you have 7.1 rebounds and 12 double-doubles, I might add, when you combine points, rebounds, assists, steals.
Just like, give me that.
One of the most versatile players we have seen, and she draws the foul. Her growth this season, I was talking with some folks around beforehand. Her growth is reminiscent of what Caitlin Clark went through as a junior for Iowa this season. It's not just the scoring that impresses you. It's the versatility, the assists, the scrappiness, steals, rebounds. She doesn't let her 5'6" frame get in the way of anything.
Yeah, all-around solid player. And then it also develops the rest of the team, the rest of the program. You're able to build around that. You know, I had coworkers asking me about Caitlin at work this week.
Well, when you win the Big Ten tournament title and do it in runaway fashion, you'll get some attention. 15-15 left in the second half. Providence Academy up 55-27. And we've seen this. I know I've compared them frequently to Hopkins, but when you look at the makeup and how they're putting this resume together, there are a lot of similarities. Like Hopkins, other teams have hung with Providence Academy, and then they go on that killer run.
You know what you're working with. You know, it's like you know. Oh, that was nerves. You know what you have and what works for you. And you'll see them go to that, you know, one being that full court press that they do.
Jocelyn Land too strong off the inbound feed. Madden Greenway with another opening.
Greenway! And you can see right away as soon as the rebound was received, Greenway was out.
She can make those layups in her sleep by this point.
I mean, if you're a varsity starting point guard, you should be able to make a layup with your right and your left hand.
I'm just saying she scored so many fast break layups.
Absolutely.
Several on her own accord. Sophia Zay at the line, but Providence Academy.
And that's a system,
running away.
Right? Her post players, when they get the rebound, they're immediately looking for that long outlet pass. So that's a system that works for them. And I'm not knocking it. We did it at Como. Little run and gun.
Como Park, Hopkins, deep three for Madden Greenway. Short. Long carom goes to Hope Counts. Greenway with the turnaround. Rebound went to Sophia Zay. Here's Land. Unable to find a lane. Now Zay cut off. Here's a three. Nothing there for Neibauer. Counts. Finds Ari Peterson. Pass not quite handled cleanly, but Ari being the 7th grader, she will have a long time to grow, develop, mold her game. You and I were there in the season opener when she had that 11-point burst, and she hasn't had to come up clutch necessarily, and that's not a knock on her abilities, but she's been able to work on her game.
And Holy Family just can't get a bucket here.
Honaker going for the flare reverse.
I think once everything starts to click for Peterson, she gets that timing down. She's going to be a force to be reckoned with.
Touch 3, long for Neibauer. Greenway through one defender, skips it to Honaker, and another fast break score. And I think the coronation is about to begin if you're Providence Academy. They have taken off and aren't looking back.
Yeah,
Greenway
and
tips
Family
it. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, they can't buy a bucket right now.
Ari Peterson will try to get a couple at the free throw line. Ari, the 7th grader.
Falls on number 21, Jocelyn Land, her second.
If you're wondering, she is the daughter of Adrian Peterson, the former NFL running back. But, as I noted at the start of the season, and I've said this a lot, Madden Greenway gets a lot of attention locally because of who her dad is. I'm sure Ari Peterson may find herself in a similar position. Madden and Ari, the authors of their story, and if you talk to Madden's parents, that's the attitude they take. They want Madden to enjoy this ride, and I hope Ari's parents feel the same way.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, a lot of times we do have players who have parents who either have legacy or have held high-profile positions in professional leagues here in the state, and they hold their own. They hold their the athletes, the young athletes, they hold their own.
There was a lot of excitement when Peterson would be eligible to play.
I think they're going to be a force to be reckoned with in track this year, too.
Well, Madden picked up some hardware in track last spring. Peterson with the steal. She's got Kira Miller alongside, but she's got a lane, and she'll take it all the way.
I'm going to make a prediction. I'm going to make a prediction that by her senior year, she's going to be dunking. She has so much bounce. Her arms are immensely long.
If that's what she wants.
Isn't that what we all want?
Well, I say that because you know this in women's basketball. Some of the detractors lament the lack of dunking, failing to appreciate all of the skills that go into it. Madden Greenway, I think, is about to demonstrate that. Yes, she is.
Greenway, 2. And she might be the one to throw her alley-oop.
65-28 with 12-13 to go, but I think Providence has this one secured.
And there's no letdown. There's no let up.
Peterson fakes the 3. Goes in. Too strong. Hope Counts is there to clean it up.
Rebound basket counts.
It's a great feeling.
Timeout. Holy Family.
When you can put anything up and you got the Count sisters underneath the basket to clean it up for you.
Providence up by 39. They are coming in hot.
Star Tribune covers high school sports as passionately as you live them. Don't miss a beat on the games you love. Check out Star Tribune all day, every day for the latest prep news, scores, and so much more.
Join our team while supporting yours. The all-new Neighborhood Sports Network, NSPN.TV, is looking for camera operators and broadcasters for our live game streams. The atmosphere of sporting events can't be beat. Be a part of the action with flexible scheduling and guaranteed game rate pay. If you're a student or adult looking for an opening into the world of sports media, or to just make a little extra cash, send us an email at jobs@nspn.tv. Welcome to the neighborhood.
67-28. Providence Academy leads. LaToya, you were talking about no letdown for this team. Going back to that 126-94 victory over Minnehaha Academy, everyone was asking, how in the world did so many points get tallied? It had to do with both teams knowing what the opponent was capable of. Providence knew if they laid back, you had Addie Mack who'd be waiting in the wings. Minnehaha knew if we lay back, Madden's going to take it to us. So Providence, they've adopted that attitude no matter who the opponent is, stick to their game plan, and don't let up no matter how much they lead by.
Yeah, I hear you on that. But I also
and here they come again.
Emma Milburn.
Emma Milburn with the score.
yeah. There's definitely some rotation that could happen.
Another rebound. Madden Greenway
And
goes for the runner.
You could see her the entire time down the floor. She's scanning, just looking for a little sliver of one of her players to break loose so she could get it to him.
By the way, we are at the mercy roll threshold. We have 11:10 left, but if it remains 35 or more by the time we get to 9 minutes, they will run the clock. And Holy Family Catholic, I think any team this year knew they would be in for a tough battle against Providence Academy. Now in 2A, we saw this last year, Fergus Falls and Albany, if I'm correct, gave them everything they had. Providence Academy had to win a couple of close ones in the state tournament. When you have the smaller classes, the opportunity for those wild cards grows. But the way the Lions have lapped the field, they have not lost since the third game of the season in that first meeting with Becker. Hope counts with another steal. Madden Greenway.
And again, it just takes a little bit just to get out. And then, you're in a position now where, you do have the advantage and you can slow the game up and, move the ball and run some of your sets. But do you allow scouts to be able to pick those off as you get ready to go into the state tournament?
Jocelyn Land scoring the layup for Holy Family Catholic. She's got 15. Madden Greenway has 27 points. Ari Peterson wants the three, makes the three.
Ari Peterson.
Providence, what do they average? 2 passes before they get the shot up? They're not afraid to let it ride.
Well, they've got the speed, the quickness, and the athleticism to do it. And it's quite the contrast from about 10 years ago, as Greenway will come up short that time. First world problem, though. But longtime fans will remember Providence Academy. They were a force in 2A about 10 years ago under Ray Finley, but they played under a much different style that valued patience on possessions. You would not see a score like this, 74-30.
Yeah.
You'd be lucky if Providence got to 50, but they won it all in 2012, got back to the big dance in 2013, and it worked for them.
That reminds me of the Hill Murray style, too. They're very patient. And we'll see for teams that play that game how they're going to be impacted by the implementation of the shot clock, having to speed the game up. And so even in off-season, what type of training are programs going through to get girls ready for that shot clock addition to the game?
One team that won't need to adjust is the one in blue and gold, navy and gold to be precise. Madden Greenway, a step-back three, why not?
Greenway, 3.
And Madden is up to 30 points.
Whose kid is that?
Whose kid is that? Good question. You know what? Again, though, if you talk to her parents, her coaches, everyone who has seen Madden work her way through the ranks, she's put in the work to make this possible.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Free throws coming for Sophia Zay. And Holy Family Catholic, their season will come to an end in the same round as last year. But you have Jocelyn Land. She'll be back for one more year. And you've got some other pieces. They did pick up a win over Crosby Ironton earlier this year. So this Holy Family Catholic team, I think, can take some confidence that they still have it. They can still pick up those big wins.
And playing against a program like Providence Academy, it really gives you a mark to shoot at. No pun intended there.
Brooke Honecker with 11 points, 3 triples. Quiet work for her as Providence leads 80-30 over Holy Family Catholic. 8:40 to go. We'll see who will join Providence Academy in the 2A field as Berkeley Neibauer gets a 3 to fall. But the way Providence Academy has lapped the field against fellow 2A teams is just remarkable as Madden Greenway adds another rebound and 2 more points to some Gowdy totals tonight.
That little hesitation hop that she does reminds me of Kelsey Plum. It's Kelsey with the aces right now.
Who won the WNBA Finals last year. Neibauer missing the 3. Greenway with the rebound. 8 minutes to go. Touchdown pass to Ari Peterson. Not quite. But you can live with that turnover when you're up by 49 points. But look at this, LaToya. Against fellow 2A teams, Watertown Mare, 35-point win. Goodhue, 74-48. Perham, 96-65. Minnehaha Academy, a sweep there.
Hey, so
they have lapped the field.
So there's Providence Academy, and then there's everybody else.
Jocelyn Land goes in for 2 more, and she goes up to 17. And this has been quite the ride for Providence Academy. I'm sure this is just another stepping stone in their ultimate goal, but you talked about the recognition that maybe hasn't come their way yet. It's getting there as Grace Counts fires the 3, comes up short. Greenway with the rebound. That's short as well. Back over the holidays, Providence Academy was invited to participate in a holiday invitational in South Dakota, which took them to the Pentagon in Sioux Falls and the Corn Palace in Mitchell.
Hope comes right in, too easy.
And that puts Hope Counts up to 12 points. To be precise, the Sioux Falls Hoop City Classic. So this Providence Academy program already getting some recognition. Grace Counts, nothing there. Hope Counts will shoot 2.
Fouls on the Lions, number 24. Hope Counts. That's her 3rd.
Actually, it was on Hope Counts. I stand corrected.
Team's 4th.
But inconsequential as far as the outcome goes. So this will be 5 straight section titles for Providence Academy. And they have been a force every year. 4 straight, I should say, not 5. In 2020, they had that upset win over Sauk Center when Maria Counts was there. Kira Miller was a freshman.
Yep.
In 2021, they made it all the way to the championship. Lost to Albany. Last year, had to sweat out a couple of close ones, but they got it done. This year, they are a heavy favorite to hoist another gold medal in 2A. We'll see what happens as it looks like Connor Getz is going to slowly pull out his starters here. We'll try to get a word with some of the players as Hope Counts goes baseline and adds 2 more.
That was so pretty. You know, Providence, they put in the work. We've watched them develop and grow over the past couple of years, and so every accolade that they have, they've earned.
And we'll keep it here at the end of the game for the award presentation. Emma Miller-Burned trying to showcase her fast break game, unable to finish there. And Connor Getz, when he came in, overseeing this transformation on the part of Providence Academy. They were a force in 2A basketball a decade ago. They are a force again as Madden Greenway accelerates one more time.
Yeah, she gets right into the lane and she just goes.
But it's a highlight and a testament to how there's more than one way to win. 10 years ago, we were talking about how you had to be in for the long haul against Providence because they were going to slow you down.
Yeah.
This version, over the last few years, they want to speed you up.
But, you know, that also comes with the coach understanding that he has different players and he has to, you know, adapt to what he's working with. And so the players that he had a few years ago 5-10 years ago, it was a different style of play, and now with all of the speed training and the additional performance training that girls have access to, it's a different game. And so kudos to the coach for being able to make that transition and make it work for the team.
So the deep reserves are in there now for Providence Academy. They are Tony Jackson, number 2, Annabelle Warner, number 10, number 5, Bridget Healy, number 14, Tess Clammer, and number 33, Allie Herlovsky. And Holy Family Catholic sending in their deep players as well, including Lauren Weigel, number 11. LaToya, this maybe isn't a surprise when you looked at the matchups and the numbers, but with 2:45 to go and in running time, in order to get to the top, you have to take care of the team in front of you. Tonight it was Holy Family Catholic, and I'd say Providence aced this assignment.
Yeah, with 2 minutes left in the first half, they haven't looked back.
Ladies and gentlemen, now leaving the game, senior Sophia Hall.
And Sophia Hall checks out for the last time in her varsity career. But her basketball career isn't done. She will play Division I next year at Providence out in the Big East. Providence College, that is, in Rhode Island.
Congratulations.
And Tony Jackson will get on the board. And when you think about what's ahead for Providence Academy, a lot of excitement. It's the final year for Grace Counts as she moves on to Minnesota Duluth, but Hope has a few more years to come. Madden Greenway will get to play with her sister for the first time in varsity ball next season. Ari Peterson will have another year. Millerburn. The sky is looking quite high for the Lions. If you are a resident of Plymouth or in that area, you might want to check out this team because, like you said, LaToya, they could blow up in a big way over the next few years, the way Hopkins did in the Paige Beckers era.
Yeah, you know, I would even, I would even say if you're a business owner in that area, hook some of these girls up with an NIL contract because they are on fire.
They're fun to watch, and you talked about how sometimes the smaller schools don't get all the love that the 4A schools do. Providence Academy has a chance to change that narrative.
Oh, yeah.
Now, they do have to win 3 rounds in the state tournament, and that is not a guarantee, as Nybauer will check out for the final time this season. So the Lions, they will be the favorite, but nobody's won it until we get to Championship Saturday about a week from now. As the final seconds tick away, a reminder that we'll keep it here for the award presentation and try to get Madden up here for a chat if we can. And next week we'll have the quarterfinals, consolation, and bronze medal games on NSPN. 45 TV will have coverage of the semis and championships for the state girls basketball tournament starting next Wednesday. A gigantic run to end the first half was all Providence Academy needed to put a bow on their 4th straight section championship. They are making another trip to state, 89-36 the final.
Great job, ladies.
Great job indeed, and what a ride it has been already. From going to the Corn Palace and the Pentagon, to getting a big win over Hopkins that grabbed the attention of just about everyone in the Twin Cities. More often than not, the Lions have answered every test.
Oh, yeah, they put in the work, and it shows. This is the byproduct of it.
So we are going to get the award presentation underway shortly here at Augsburg University. And a quick reminder, we have more games coming your way tomorrow before we go to the state tournaments. Section boys semifinals. We'll have 4-3A and 4-4A, which would be some really good games. Stillwater, White Bear Lake, Eastridge, Cretin Durham Hall in 4-4A. And in 4-3A, Matamidi and Johnson, one of the matchups to look forward to. So with that, the players are lining up We'll throw it to the public address announcer for the award presentation.
Director at Providence Academy, and Nick Tibisar, Activities Director at Holy Family Catholic. As I read the individual names of the 5 2A runner-up Holy Family Fire, could you please come forward and accept your individual medals? Manager Georgia Wilson. Lauren Weigall. Abigail Harkey. Allie Babler. Grace Anseth. Brianna De Lorenzo. Jocelyn Land. Berkeley Neibauer. Sophia Zay. Elin Miller. Tally Bellify. Meg Pinnock. Presley Willow. Sophia Hall. Macy Smith. Lauren Mergenthal. Caleb McCollum. And now, the 5 2A champions from Providence Academy. Manager Alyssa Condon. Manager Kira Smeal. Tony Jackson. Brooke Honecker. Emma Milliburn. Bridget Healy. Annabelle Warner. Shannon Healy. Marie Hayda. Tess Clemmer. Amelia Madden. Ari Peterson. Hope Counts. Ava Schroeder. Madden Greenway. Kira Miller. Allie Herlofsky. Grace Count. Rachel Bartles. At this time, I would like to have the captains and entire team from the Holy Family Fire come forward and receive their second place trophy. Congratulations, Fire. Could I now have the captains and entire team of the 5 2A champions, Providence Academy, come forward and receive their trophy. Congratulations, Providence. Providence Academy will play in the Class AA state tournament on Wednesday evening, March 15th at either Williams Arena or the Maturi Pavilion. Matchup and game times will be announced on Sunday.
So there you have it. The seedings, the matchups will come to form. But Providence Academy, they know this much. They're going to get another week of games as they go through the pomp and circumstance that comes with the section title. When you're a team in this position, Hopkins has a lot of experience with this. And if you go back a few years, De La Salle, when they won 3 in a row in 3A, they're going to cut the net, it looks like. They're taking a photo. Again, all the pomp and circumstance that comes with this. You know, the section final is just another stop in the ultimate destination. But in order to reach the state tournament, you got to take care of this round. And what LaToya noted earlier, and this is evident with all of the premier teams in boys and girls basketball, they don't get conceited. They don't take a round off. They come at it with the same intensity, the same work ethic, and that consistency is a key ingredient that builds teams of lore at any level. For Providence Academy, Madden Greenway, the headliner, the point guard who has taken the state for a wonderful, joyous ride, burst on the scene as a 7th grader. Had a phenomenal 8th grade season. Connor Getz was saying earlier this year that if Madden could reach 25 points per game, they thought that would be a good step up for her. She's 2nd in the state in scoring. 1st in assists, and she has 3 more years of high school ball to go. One of 2 players to score 2,000 points in back-to-back nights, one of 3 this season. Addie Mack, Toya Orline, and Madden Greenway, all of them in Class 2A. In other words, you would be foolish to ignore small school ball. Class 4A, maybe they get most of the glory because that's where you get the big schools. But if you're good enough, people will take notice, no matter how talented you are, no matter what school you attend. Some other scores from earlier games as we await Madden Greenway. She'll be up in a moment. New London Spicer, they're back in the big dance in 2A, knocking off Luverne 44-32. Stewartville beating Austin to reach the 3A tournament. And Roseville appears to have secured a second straight appearance, and Madden Greenway has made her way up here. So let's give Madden our headset. Madden, come over here because we need a little bit of reach, and then I'll give you this microphone. Just keep it close. Okay. And now we'll bring you up. Madden Greenway in the booth as we wrap it up here from Augsburg University. Madden, I know this is just another stop in the ultimate destination, but congratulations on another section title, the 4th straight for Providence Academy, and your 3rd as an athlete. I'm guessing this doesn't get old no matter what the score is.
No, just to be able to play in this, with all the fans here and then to be able to make it a state, it's just such a cool opportunity, and it never loses. No matter how much you go, it never loses its, power to kind of bring a school community together and just have everyone show up for us. So it's super cool. And this year even just having all the eyes on us and being able to win with this margin, I think is really cool. So yeah, it never loses its magic.
I'm glad you made that point, all the eyes on you, because this has been a season where a lot of us basketball fans, we knew of your capabilities winning it all last year. But then you get the win over Hopkins. I saw your name get mentioned in an ESPN article. You have all the highlight folks filming your games. And you're playing with that target on your back now as the standard bearer in 2A. How do you handle all the press and publicity that has come your way this season?
Honestly, I think for me and just for our team, we work so hard to get that press, and we want to continue to have that because we like, kind of to show everyone how much we work for this and how much our hard work kind of pays off. So, it's really cool for us to kind of bring notice to 2A teams and just how much we work for it. But it's been, hard having, student sections come for us, whatever, but we like it. We like being known and, kind of being the bad guys. So it's been fun.
Well, I don't know. Bad guys might be an overstatement, really, though, because I see this a lot with the teams that are most successful, and you are no exception. You're not afraid to have fun. Mm-hmm. It's not like you go out there and flaunt it. You let the work do the talking. But I think it's also refreshing to see that you're not afraid to enjoy this as well.
Yeah. It's, being able to run like we do and not have to, set up every time, and we can get, no dribbles but still get a layup on the other, and that's fun to play, and it's fun to get everyone involved. And we have, the people that make the highlights with the points or whatever, but we have everyone does their specific role really well, and that's what makes it fun. Me and Hope and Grace are always cracking jokes out there, and it just makes it fun to play with this team because we always have fun at practice, but it also translates to the games. So I don't know, it's just, I really enjoy playing with my team, and I don't think a lot of people can say that about, high school can kind of be a long season, but, I don't want this to end ever, so.
Well, let's speak about that role because that came into play late in the first half. Holy Family Catholic was hanging in there, and then you open the floodgates, the spigot. I don't think I've ever seen so many points. Maybe that 126-point game would rival it. It felt like you were going to hit that mark for a time, but that set the tone. You pulled away, didn't look back. How key was that run to close the first half?
It was tremendous. We knew that they're such a good team that they were going to make it close, and we had to, kind of fight over those first few minutes nerves, and we know we're going to have that no matter how many times we're in this type of game. And I just think we knew that we had to stick to our game plan and the great game plan that Connor gave us, and we did it and opened it up, played our game, just ran and not really set up that much, and I think it showed no one can really keep up with us. So, yeah, if teams don't slow us down, then it might be a problem.
I know earlier this season, I don't know if you would agree with this or not, but I said that I think you could outrun your father from that 91-yard pick six he had all those years ago.
He's old.
Oh, boy, shots fired. Uh-oh. But you had a lot of highlights this season. You became the 3rd player ever to score 60 points in a game. One of 2 to get 2,000 points, or 3, I should say. One of the fastest to ever do it. Leading the state in assists. A lot of individual accolades, but I go back to something you told me last year in your first game as an 8th grader. The advice you got from your father, who maybe not as fast as he once was, but he said stay humble. How has that stuck with you as you continue to field more offers, as you rack up the accolades and handle an increasing amount of publicity that has come your way?
I just want to stay humble. I don't want to, give people a reason to not like me and think that I'm, flaunting this around. And I truly work hard for this, and I'm proud of everything that I've done, but there's still more that I want to achieve. And I mean, it's been really cool, all the opportunities I've gotten, but I want to continue to get more and, get my teammates going. Like you said, leading the state in assists, that's, even better than points or whatever. So I just think that's what makes it so fun, because I don't feel like I'm just having to do it all myself because my teammates are so great. So just being able to enjoy this publicity with them, it's been a really special season.
And I feel that humility extends to the rest of the team. I know you all want to win another state title, and I think you understand it's going to be a lot of work. You've made it look real easy this season, not having lost a game since the first meeting with Becker, but a lot of work goes into that. With 3 games potentially coming up, you're going to get at least 2. How do you turn that switch and put the focus on next week and keep that humility intact?
I think just in these next 2 practices before the first games, just really working hard on the things that we want to continue to get better at and not worry about, points or personal stats going into those games. Those games are just about winning. And I think we all know that, and we're all, aware of that. So I think if we can all get, 10, 20 points, I think we're going to be hard to beat, because not a lot of teams going to have all 7 players that step on the court, bring that. So that's one of our many good things about us, but I think we're just going to have to continue to do that, because teams are going to try and stop certain players, but, they can't stop all of us. So
I know just thinking about all 7 of them makes me tired. Yeah. I don't think I could hold a lap against you guys, but really fun to watch, really incredible stuff that you have put together. I do want to ask you this before we wrap it up here. Among all the nicknames you have received over the years, I've read 3 of them. Which one do you prefer the most? Because I've seen Mads, Matters, and Sturdy, I think, are the 3 nicknames. Do you have a preference?
I would say Mads is the one that everyone kind of calls me, like coach, everyone on the court, but Matters is what my parents call me, so I guess that's kind of my favorite.
Well, I think Sturdy would summarize your game, too, and your ability to take contact. That's what really impresses me. You can take hits and just keep on trucking.
Thank you.
Before we go, you want to say hi to anybody who might be watching this online?
My grandma, my cousin who just made state, and all my cousins and everyone. So, yeah.
Which cousin is that?
My old Reed. He lives in South Dakota, and he just led his team to state.
Okay. So, so the Greenways are going to have a lot to look forward to with the state tournaments coming up, including this Greenway right here, who will have a chance to add a few more points as she inevitably gets 3,000, 4,000. Who knows where the path will lead? But I'm glad to hear that you're enjoying every minute of it. You should. And I want you to enjoy the celebration with your team as you enjoy this evening and get ready for another state tournament run. Madden, thanks for stopping by. Congrats on another section title. And I wish you the best of luck as you return to state.
Thank you so much. Thank you guys so much.
Madden Greenway of Providence Academy. And that will do it from Augsburg University. For LaToya Turk and the rest of our crew, I'm Mike Peden. Thank you for watching live coverage of the Section 5 2A Girls Basketball Final on NSPN.